Orange Cassidy, one of the most talked about wrestlers in AEW today. Although most wrestling fans have only recently become aware of Orange Cassidy since his AEW debut, with his rise seemingly coming out of nowhere, you'd be surprised to know that he is actually a veteran of the Squared Circle, having made his in-ring debut in 2004. His first recorded match was for Pennsylvania promotion Groundbreaking Wrestling, which saw him in a tag team match teaming with Danny Rage as one half of the New Jersey Independent All-Stars in a losing effort against the Hardcore Mafia, Bruno DeMaio and J.S. Michaels. He worked the match under his first ring name JC Ryder, with JC likely standing for James Kipperly, which is in fact his real name. As well as being known for his work under the JC Ryder and Orange Cassidy names, there is in fact another character that he has played, and one that is arguably more obscure than the one we know and love today. For those not familiar, Shikara was a wrestling promotion based in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The league was inspired by Mexican lucha libre, a style that we see in Cassidy's work today, well, at least when he could be bothered. Shikara had its own unique universe with very outlandish storylines featuring their own original characters, often under masks. One of those characters was Fire Ant. Fire Ant was a member of the successful faction known as the Colony, a group of ants consisting of members such as Soldier Ant, who was played by Drew Gulak of WWE fame, as well as Worker Ant, Green Ant, and many others.
And tomorrow, whoever's in our way, we will take them out, and the Colony will win King of Trios, because there is no other option!
Alongside his Colony teammates, Cassidy went on to win the King of Trios twice, as well as 2 tag team accolades with Drew Gulak. Whoa, stop. Subscribe, put the bell on. Continue. Cassidy's Fire Ant was the only one to be a member of the group for its entire existence, with other ants coming and going. The group eventually came to an end in 2018. Whilst working as Fire Ant Incognito from 2006 until 2018, he decided to work under the JC Ryder name until late 2007, which is when the Orange Cassidy character was born. This means the gimmick is over a decade old. The modern incarnation of the gimmick is said to be inspired by Ryan Gosling's character in the movie Drive, who plays a hungover slacker who wears similar shades to Cassidy. The resemblance is uncanny. Although the gimmick was never taken seriously by any of the big promotions, and along the way riled up a lot of critics, Cassidy stuck with it, and his persistence has certainly paid off. Orange Cassidy was in fact trained by a familiar name. Chris Hero, a wrestler many independent wrestling fans will be aware of, as well as NXT fans, where Hero wrestled under the name Cassius Ohno. Hero and Shikara owner Mike Quackenbush trained Cassidy at the Shikara Wrestle Factory, which led to his 2007 debut with the promotion. This training started 2 or 3 years after his actual in-ring debut in 2004, with him turning to Quackenbush and Hero for further in-ring education, which then led to his first big break on the independents. Orange Cassidy's favourite movie will surprise many of you watching. It appears that his favourite movie series is in fact Fast and Furious, which stars fellow wrestler The Rock.
How did you feel about Hobbs and Shaw?
It was not as good as Fast 5, but it was good.
What's your favorite part of Fast 5?
The Rock.
This is pretty ironic considering his on-screen persona, and honestly, this could well be a joke, but Cassidy has stated in interviews that watching Fast and Furious is his favourite thing to do when unwinding. During a recent match with R.D. Evans, Orange Cassidy became fired up when his opponent insulted the movie series. Orange Cassidy is one of AEW owner Tony Khan's favourite wrestlers. This is not only clear by the push he has received, but by Khan's 2019 Halloween cosplay of the Star. On October 30th of that year, Tony posted a photo on his Instagram page of himself and Orange Cassidy, both decked out in the same familiar outfit. Cassidy's easy to replicate attire has also become a hit with AEW fans, with many on social media and even in the crowd at shows dressing up as the laid-back wrestler. This seems to be a trend that will only continue to grow, and maybe one day we can have an arena full of Orange Cassidy cosplays. And that would be quite the sight, maybe, for when he finally wins the AEW World Championship. Orange Cassidy's rise to superstardom has seen him become one of the most cosplayed characters in AEW, and this has coincided with him becoming one of the top merchandise sellers in the company. In 2020, the commentary team stated that of the top 5 t-shirts sold on shopaew.com, 2 of them were Orange Cassidy's. This puts him alongside the likes of Jon Moxley and Chris Jericho at the top of the list of money draws the company has at its disposal. He also has an upcoming wrestling figure as part of the AEW Unrivaled Series 3 set, which comes out in February 2021, and they will no doubt sell like hotcakes. And as a bonus fact, as of this recording, 4 of the 6 most viewed videos on AEW's YouTube channel are Orange Cassidy related, drawing in 51 million views combined. In July 2020, ESPN announced their breakout wrestling star of the year, and the winner was the man himself, Orange Cassidy. It's hard to deny that he has had a huge year, going from virtually unknown to the wider audience to becoming one of the most popular stars on AEW Dynamite. Despite his character being a laid-back, seemingly lazy individual, it's the perfect way to draw his opponent in before catching them off guard with his bursts of energy to get the crowd going. When he can be bothered, he can really take the fight to you, and this contrast of styles has really made him a standout in pro wrestling this year, and the award is fully deserved. He was also scheduled to appear on an ESPN talk show with Katie Nolan, but this was cancelled due to the recent pandemic. And hopefully this appearance can happen at some point in the future, with this being a huge mainstream opportunity for Orange Cassidy and AEW. And despite his unique and sometimes controversial character, Orange Cassidy seems to have won over the right people. Not only is Tony Khan a big fan, but it is believed that TNT, the network that broadcasts AEW, are big fans of their character. In the past, fellow AEW wrestler Joey Janela has said that TNT executives absolutely love Orange Cassidy. This would explain why he's the only AEW wrestler to receive his own commercial on TNT. Despite Orange having many detractors, he certainly has fans in high places. Orange Cassidy's work can be found in many places, whether it be live on TNT, during AEW's pay-per-view broadcasts, or various independent wrestling platforms. However, did you know that you can actually find Orange Cassidy on the WWE Network? That's right, you can find Cassidy on Vince McMahon's very own streaming service. WWE added the Evolve 132 event following their takeover of the Philadelphia-based company in July of that year. One of the matches on the card features Arturo Ruas teaming with Austin Theory to take on Josh Briggs and Orange Cassidy in a tag team match. 3 of the men are now signed with WWE, with Orange Cassidy of course heading to AEW. This was in fact Cassidy's last ever appearance for Evolve, where he made 12 appearances in total between the years of 2010 and 2019. Interestingly, the list of Evolve events available on the WWE Network starts at Evolve 124. At Evolve 123, the show featured the Velveteen Dream versus Orange Cassidy. Either they don't want a big Orange Cassidy match on the network, or they didn't want to add the Velveteen Dream for other reasons. And if you've got this far, make sure you drop a like on the video down below, and why not check out the video you can see on the screen right now, where I rank every AEW title reign so far from worst to best. But until next time, peace.